All right, good morning, everybody. It is a Wednesday. Just getting started here. I'm looking for some initial setups. It looks like we're already coming in short on the ES. All right, I'll give you that. I'll give you that entry on the ES. It went short. It went short at 41.78 and a half. And we're at where are we at right now? We're at 70, looks like we're around 78 even, 78 and a quarter, so close to entry. Target on that is going to bring us down to 41.72, 41.72. And if we need to reverse, it's going to be 41.91. All right, so welcome. If you're joining us on YouTube and Facebook this morning, welcome. Let me give you a real quick recap of what we're going to be doing this morning. If you look on the top right-hand corner, I want you to look at these symbols so you understand when I mentioned ES, I'm talking about the E-mini S&P 500. RTY, I'm talking about the mini Russell. YM is going to be your mini Dow, and NQ is going to be your mini NASDAQ. If I say GC, it's going to be gold, SI for silver, CL for crude, and NG for natural gas. And for those that like to watch Bitcoin, BTC. I'll be giving entries. I'll be giving a profit target, which is our profit objective, which will exit our trade. And if we don't hit our profit target, we will have a reversal point. And that we will be watching for the indices. We'll also be looking for that as well in the gold, silver, crude, natural gas, and Bitcoin. Now for the currencies, for Forex, watching the Aussie US, Euro US, and US Yen. For that, we're going to be trading 5-minute binaries. All right. Keep in mind that you can outright trade Forex if you'd like to do that as well. It's just a little bit different approach when you're entering and exiting. But for that, we're going to be using one of 5 different patterns that we teach in our core package. And we will be looking for those setups in the currencies. What we're doing in the futures and in the commodities, we're using a formula called the Einstein formula. To understand a little bit more about what that is, just go to my YouTube channel. There is a video that explains a little bit more about what Einstein is. But basically, it's a formula where I can put in any size price move that I'd like. So even if you're a stock trader, let's say you're looking for a $3 or $4 move, maybe even only just a 50-cent move, I put that in. I look for a particular one of 3 several patterns, and then it will give me an entry. It will give me that profit target, and it will give me that reversal. Profit targets are typically hit anywhere from 70% and up. And that is across the board. So the same pattern is used whether I'm trading an indice, a commodity, a currency, or even a stock. The formula works across the board equally as well. And we may even look at a few stocks this morning too. So if you do have a particular stock that you would like me to look at, let me know. I'll look it up, run it through the formula. We'll see if we have any setups for that stock. And if we do, I'll go ahead and I'll give you a profit target on that. But right now, the only thing we have coming in this morning is short. We are short an ES, which is your E-mini S&P 500. Also, I am going to be releasing the formula this coming Thursday, tomorrow, for the very first time. Something that I've kept under my belt for the last 30 years, something I was actually taught over 30 years ago by a very successful day trader. And I use that formula in combination with my patterns, the patterns that I teach in my crystal ball package. And the combination of the two is just extremely powerful. So, and that is the purpose of today's live video. This is the demonstration. I don't suggest you even attempt to try to make these trades. Keep in mind, when you're watching me on YouTube or Facebook, there is going to be a delay in the broadcast. So, and you have to understand more about the full strategy before you make any kind of trade. So this is really just for demonstrational purpose only. Always keep in mind that trading is risky. There's no guarantee in anything that you do. One of the false assumptions is that if somebody is trading with even a 90-95% probability, the assumption is they're going to make money. And that is not always the case. A lot of people can't make money with even a 95% accurate system, which, by the way, doesn't exist. But if it did, most people, as soon as they have that single loss, they're going to stop trading, and that's the key. A lot of trading is going to be emotional. Keeping your emotions, believing in what you're doing, and that's a big part of it. Believing in the tools that you're using. This is all about just using the right tools. And you want to make sure that you're using tools that are not only reliable, but universal. So what that means is that I should be able to take whatever pattern I'm using in an indice and be able to use this very same pattern, whether I'm trading a stock, I'm trading a currency or a commodity. And that's what these patterns do. And these patterns are called what I call behavioral patterns. I named these patterns back in the late 80s. And they have worked ever since. So anyway, I'm just kind of scanning through the charts here, seeing if we have some initial setups. Like I said, the only thing I have right now, looks like we are coming in short on a ES. I'm also getting a nice little setup on the gold for a short here. I'll go ahead and give you an entry on that. I do like this gold short. And the stop's going to be fairly tight, so this should be a pretty nice little gold if it works out. Risk is not very much. All right, so the initial short is coming in anything above 1864. 1864. And right now it looks like we're at around 66, almost 67. So good entry up here. Target on gold is going to bring us down to 1860, 1860. And our reversal is going to be 1872. 1872, if we don't hit our target first, that means we will reverse and go long at 1872. So just to recap, we are short the ES, coming in short first thing this morning. Short gold now. Target on ES 41.72. That entry came in on that ES at 41.78 and a half. Getting a short on the crude oil now, also getting a short on the crude oil. Entry on crude is going to be anything above 106.25. We're sitting at 32. Target on the crude oil is going to bring us down to 105.85 is going to be our target, 105.85. That is going to be our profit target. We will exit the trade. And the reversal, if we don't hit target first, 107.05, 107.05. That would be, we would get out of our short and reverse and go long. So we have a short crude on, we have a gold is short, we have an ES that's short. No initial trades yet on the currencies. Interesting. We were looking at Tesla last night. If you were here in the live room, we did a projection on Tesla to have a $5 move down. It did. The short came in on Tesla at 898.8. with a projected low of 893.8, which it did hit. Went down even further. Went down all the way down to 888. So nice little trade on Tesla. All right, so just waiting for the next setup here. Coming in short ES. Short gold, short crude. Once again, when we're trading these indices, I do not recommend you're trading more than one. Stick with just one. My favorite is going to be RTY, which is your mini Russell, then ES. And then YM, which is your mini Dow, and then of course the mini NASDAQ. Mini NASDAQ, I have a much bigger window on the mini NASDAQ. Takes more risk. You can do very well, but at the same time, you got to be careful. Got to trade that really with a much larger account. So I like RTY, I like ES. As far as the commodities, I really favor gold and natural gas are my two favorites. Don't do a lot of crude oil. Very little silver. Silver moves pretty slow. And then on the currencies, I like US yen. That has always been my favorite, the US yen. But I don't have anything set up yet anywhere else. Possible short coming into YM, not there yet. But that possible setup pattern, if it develops, we'll get a short on that. Yes, so the question is first of all, if you've already paid for the core package, I only charge you the difference between core and CB. That CB, the rate on that CB package has not changed. So I just charge you the difference. You can now purchase both core and CB together. That is available as well. But in order to learn Einstein, you must have purchased the crystal ball package. I call it CB, crystal ball package, because the patterns that are in crystal ball, we use those patterns when we're using the Einstein formula. If you act before tomorrow, you're going to save an additional $200 off of the Einstein. And that's just going to be a one-time special because it's going to be our very first training. But you must have CB under your belt in order to attend that training. But it will be available after Thursday. It's just the rate's going to go up to a retail price. That Einstein formula eventually will probably start going up in price because it's a very, very strong, not only is it very strong, very reliable, but I'm practically just giving it away. I had an offer, and this is the truth. Somebody offered me over $100,000 for that a little while back. I never did sell it, but now that I've started my chat room, and I've had so many requests, I decided to go ahead and release it on a limited basis to my CB traders. And so also, if anybody has any, while we're sitting here waiting, and anybody has any favorite stocks, give me a symbol. I'll look at it. I'll see if I see anything setting up. If I do, if you're going to give me a symbol, give me an idea of what kind of price move you're looking at. Are you looking at a 50-cent move, 25-cent move, dollar move, $10 move, $5 move? And I can run that through the formula, and I can give you some ideas. And good morning, Jerome. Welcome back. Long time no see. Yeah, Les. I promise you when you see it. Are you a CB? You're not CB, are you? CB will blow your mind, but when you see Einstein, it's just... Honestly, I mean, it's... I promise you, you've never seen anything like this before. I guarantee it's no books, no video. Nobody's talking about it. I'm the only one who knows about it. I've only shared it with 2 other people. Take that back, 3 people. So there's a total of 4 people that know about Einstein. Natural gas is getting a buy. Now, I like natural gas. Natural gas is getting a buy. Gas target is going to be 842. And reversal is going to be 833. good. It's a good risk to reward right now on natural gas. Gas is at 836. So risk is 833 with the potential of 842. Each one of these patterns have their own probabilities. Some are stronger than others.
Reverse buy.
Crude just reversed and went long. Now this is a strong buy on crude. This is one of the stronger patterns coming up on crude. Not the strongest, but it's second to the strongest. It is coming in as a buy. $108.05 is going to be the target on that crude. 108.05. Okay, I'm going to adjust the target on the crude. It's going to be, let's see here. It's going to be 107.45, 107.45. Reversal on crude is going to bring us up now to 106.25. All right, got my gas at 835. It's at 835.9. I'm going to go ahead and exit this trade. I don't like the way this pattern's set it up, so I'm going to exit natural gas. Crude still long, still short gold, short ES. Okay, a little less than 3 minutes to go before the Dow opens up. Expecting a higher opening on the Dow this morning. You remember to get it out, right? Okay, get that in place. All right, opening bell. Let's see what's going on here. Still short ES. ES approaching target. Dow at 52, up 46. Still on crude. Okay, target hit on our ES, US 500. Still on crew, getting a short now on YM. Getting a short on YM. YM, of course, is going to be your mini Dow. That short came in on YM at 330.63. Target is going to be 330.13. 330.13. Reversal is going to be 331.63. 331.63. Dow's up 14, so it's coming down off that higher opening. Overnight trade, we're coming in short that ES as well. John, good question. Yeah, I put those calculations in, and I'll share that with you tomorrow night. It would be too hard to do it by hand, yes. I'll share that formula with you tomorrow night and show you how to set it up in Thinkorswim. Okay, YM approaching target. Yeah, there's no way I could do it by hand. I mean, it's hard for me just to keep up with what I'm looking at here right now. I've got what do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 16 different markets I'm trying to make calls on. I mean, first of all, you couldn't trade all 16. Number two, but sometimes they hit at the same time, so that's why I say you don't want to trade more than 2, because try to trade 3 of them when they're all hitting, it's pretty tough. So once again, my favorites are RTY and ES, then YM, and then NQ. And then gold is my favorite, and natural gas my 2 favorites. All right, looks like natural gas triggered short. It's moving pretty quick here. Target on natural gas going to be 833. Reversal 842. Be careful on the natural gas this morning. 842. Still short gold. Long crude.
Reverse by
Natural gas reversing going long. Once again, stay out of natural gas right now. Just wait for it to calm down. Still long crude. Still short gold. Still short YM. Dow's only up 4, expecting it to come down. We are coming in short on our overnight position on ES. Looks like Apple's projected to have an update today. I'm seeing SATL also another symbol. Seeing that projected to have an update. For those that watch stocks. Another symbol CC. Somebody was watching CC last night, showing that the projected to have an update from the prior close. I know a lot of you are interested in stocks, so we're going to start looking at a lot more stocks. Even add it as an additional chat room service. Still working on that. Okay, still short gold, still short YM. Crude is still in a buy. Getting a possible short on the Aussie US and the Euro US. All right, we're gonna get a 43. Let me see here. Gonna have to wait for premium on this. I'm getting a 43 short on the Aussie US. So I'd wait for it to rally, get some premium on that.
Reverse buy.
Getting a short on the Aussie. I'm also getting a short on the Euro as well. Take a look at Euro. It's gonna be a 49 short. I'm seeing a 49. 105.49 short on the Euro. Wait for premium. Okay, YM just reversed and went long. YM just reversed and went long. Target on YM is going to bring us up to 332.13, 332.13. Reversal 330.63 if we need the reverse. If you're trading the indices, I recommend you stick with RTY and ES, which is going to be your mini Russell and S&P 500. I really don't do anything in the mini Dow. And I don't do much in the NQ either, which is your mini NASDAQ. I like gold, short gold. Short gold. Aussie US, Euro US, they come up and got some premium, so short Aussie US, Euro US. Those are going to expire in about 2 minutes. Short gold, long crude. Nothing on RTY, nothing on NQ, nothing on silver, nothing on Bitcoin. Yeah, John, this is the real deal. Nobody has a chat room as long as stays open as long as I do, and I'm here almost every day in the morning. I'm Central Time, so I'm here from 8 to 3, and then come back and I trade for 2 more hours in the night. Chat rooms are open during those hours. Because we are real traders. We are real-time trading, trading these markets. I'm trading with you. I've had a lot of success over the last 30 years. Now that I'm getting up there in age, it's time for me to start training more people on how to do this and show you there is a different way to trade. Throw the indicators out. Indicators don't work. I'll show you how to use behavioral patterns. That's the key to the market. Behavioral patterns. Behavioral patterns are the only thing that are universally effective. You cannot take any kind of indicator, moving average or whatever, and use the same inputs and use that across all different types of markets. Patterns are totally different because human behavior is predictable. And if you haven't seen my free webinar or haven't attended the free webinar, just go to my website, binaryprostrategies.com, sign up for the next viewing, and you'll see. I'll talk a little bit more about behavioral patterns and why they work. Okay, gold approaching target. Okay, down now, up 100.
Reverse sell.
That was an old alert. Still short gold. Still long YM. Still long crude. Okay, gonna exit crude oil, getting out of crude oil. I personally don't trade crude oil, don't like crude oil, prefer natural gas and gold. And RTY, YM is in a buy, I don't have that on. NQ just went into a short. I don't trade NQ, but NQ can be very strong, but got to be careful. NQ went short at 130.57 and a half target. Get your target on NQ. NQ, which is US Tech, mini NASDAQ, is going to bring it down to 130.20. I am still long. Once again, if you're not familiar with the symbols, I'll go ahead, I'll put those up for you here. All right, these are the symbols. Once again, so of course when I say YM, I'm talking about the mini Dow, which is also called a Wall Street 30. NQ is going to be US Tech, which is also the NASDAQ. So keep in mind that each market is going to have each one of these pairs, or I'm sorry, each one of these indices and or commodities and yeah, forex pairs, even stocks, are going to reverse somewhere between 20 to 30% of the time. Still 70% of the time are going to hit their target before reversal. One of the things I'm going to be teaching you in Einstein tomorrow night, I'm going to show you how to eliminate some of these reversals. Still short gold, still long YM.
Profit target hit.
I think that was a stock. That wasn't a setup. That was a profit target on a stock. Oh, that was another Tesla short. Tesla just had a $5 move down. Okay, we have about a minute to go on the live broadcast. Once again, for those joining us on YouTube and Facebook, thank you so much for joining us this morning. I hope you're finding this material educational. Once again, to learn more about my strategies, plenty of YouTube videos out there, my YouTube channel, Binary Pro Strategies, or feel free to come to my website, binaryprostrategies.com. You can learn a little bit more about myself, my history, some articles that I've written in the past. You can also sign up for that free webinar if you haven't attended the free webinar. And if you have any questions, I do try to answer all my questions, all my emails, so give me a shout. I'd be glad to answer your questions. once again, trading is all about probabilities, okay? And so we want to use the right tools to put the probabilities in our favor. Then it is up to you as an individual to master those tools. Like I said, it's like being a carpenter. I can put a tool in your hands, and if you're not a carpenter, you probably won't be able to build that nice little house. Put a nice tool, a good tool in the hands of a professional, and he's going to be able to build that beautiful house, right? So I'll give you the best tools. Still up to you to practice and work with those tools, but you will become more proficient. I do have several already going full-time with my strategies, doing extremely well and very consistent on a day-by-day basis. Our goal is not only to be profitable, but we want to be profitable on a daily basis. I treat this as a business. And when you're working for somebody, you like to get paid every day, right? That is my objective. Let's get paid every day for what we do. And that reverse sell, that was nothing yet. Okay, so that's going to be it for today. And everybody have a great trading day. Once again, any questions, let me know. And if not, we'll see y'all tomorrow morning. Y'all have a good day.